Imperfect Mellow by Susie.
Alright guys, how's it going? So I wanted to tell you guys about what happened today. Emma's here with me. Say hi. So we were at the mall today and something happened. You want to tell them? So we were at the mall and we were at the food court. We were getting some pad see ew and some chow mein, chicken chow mein, and some egg rolls because Emma was hungry. And this trip to the mall was just completely random. Like, who goes to the mall nowadays? Like, I usually just shop on Amazon. So we don't even go to the mall. But today I was like, well, let's go to the mall, you know, let's just go walk around because I'm bored. So we decided to go to the mall and we walked around. We were shopping. Emma got a bunch of cute little outfits. I got her a cute little sweater, some boots. I got some jeans. So anyways, we're at the food court and first of all, you know, we were eating and from behind me, because Cruz was sitting like right across from me, he's like, oh, I wonder if that's a mall security. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said that he had seen someone enter the mall with what looked like a gun, like on their waist area. And he's like, oh, but I think it was like I don't even know the name of it, but like those guys that go around businesses collecting money, like with the big armor trucks or whatnot. I was like, oh, okay, you know, whatever. So we're eating, and then I was like, oh, what would you do, right? I asked him, like, oh, what would you do if, you know, you heard gunshots right now? And we've all seen those videos, you know, of mall shootings and things like that. So I was just like, oh, what would you do? And he was like, oh, I would try to find the exit or, you know, whatever. And then, so just a few minutes later, we're eating and like, I kid you not, like 5 minutes, probably 5 or less minutes go by. And we hear what sounded like gunshots.
Remember the song Stop?
Yes, so it was just so weird. It was like a coincidence, but like, I don't know. So the music at the mall completely stopped, so it was quiet. And then at the same time, there was what sounded like gunshots. And I swear, like, it was just, yeah, everyone turned towards the direction of where the noise was coming from. Everyone stopped what they were doing. People got up, you know, from where they were sitting. It was like a scene out of a horror film, like no lie. And so mothers grabbed their kids, you know, everyone started like walking towards the door in like a quick fashion, like kind of running and like quickly. And I was kind of confused. I was like, no way. And in my mind, my reaction was, here we go. And so I was like, this is so weird because we were just talking about this scenario. I didn't know what to do. Like, we kind of were just still and like just kind of looking in the direction, but we couldn't see anything because we were kind of like around the corner. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm about to grab my food and leave because I saw everyone leaving. It was kind of like that domino effect, like when you see someone and then the crowd, you know, runs in the direction. I was like, uh-oh, like, is this what is about to happen? But anyways, it was like a moment of stillness, and then the music came back on, and everyone just kind of, it was just kind of like, everyone resumed, but it was kind of like in an uncomfortable type of way where you're just kind of like uptight, and you're like, well, what was that? Like, you know, it was just uncomfortable. And it was kind of scary, you know, my heart was racing. And then Emma started crying out of nowhere. Why did you start crying?
Because it's so loud and I cried.
Yeah, she said she cried because it was really loud, which it was. And I think she was also a little scared. And I was telling Cruz that I was like, you know, all the combination of things. And then I'm sure like there's been so many different drills at school, like shooting drills and just all of these things that I'm sure like kids are just scared whenever these types of things happen. But it was just very uncomfortable from that moment forward, and we never figured out what it was, but people were kind of still, you know, iffy. So we decided to just take our food to go because Emma was crying at that point and she wanted to leave.
Because I want to eat.
Yeah, so we packaged all of our food and we brought it home, but on our way out, you know, we saw a couple of police cars, you know, arriving at the mall. So I'm like, I'm sure like someone reported it, or I don't know if they were gonna try to get to the bottom of what it was. But it was just a weird like feeling at the mall. There was a lot of teenagers. So I'm like, I don't know. We just don't know what it was. But for a moment there, it was just a scary situation. And I can only imagine what people go through in those moments and just, you know, but
No scary though.
yeah. So anyways, this was just a very short video to share our experience at the mall.
Good
And
night.
this was at Montclair Plaza in Montclair. So just
Montclair,
FYI.
Mommy, Susie, and Mara.
So thank you guys. Goodbye.
Are you doing Mama?